is a pretty big problem. Ow! Pinching. Ow! Any kind of bodily harm.
I wonder where they got that stuff from. Okay, so I initially had another video planned for this week, but I kind of don't want to do another Wife's Blood video. At least not yet. Not so soon. There'll probably be another one very soon though, so be looking forward to that. But today we're going to be looking at Supernanny, and honestly, I did it because I said I was going to look at it last time. And if you don't know what Supernanny is, it's basically a show where the goat Joe Frost goes into the houses of just disastrous families with kids that are pretty unruly and parents that are just as equally, if not even more, worse than the kids. And she usually works some magic and have some turn some things around. Today we're going to be looking at some pretty stupid ass parents that put their hands on their children and then wonder why their kids are beating the shit out of everyone else. I love how the mom is feeling sorry for herself, saying how, oh, I wonder what it would be like not having 5 kids.
I wonder what it would be like not having 5 kids and how much easier it would be.
You shouldn't have been allowed to have had kids in the first place, you fucking idiot. I don't really know where to start with him. Well, I will say one thing. This guy over here has some crazy anger issues. He tries to get his kids to, respect him through fear, and that's only really going to work for so long. They're probably going to grow up and beat the shit out of you. All I'm saying is, if you constantly resort to anger, and you constantly resort to, fucking going, basically just shooting without asking questions. Shoot first, ask questions later. All I'm going to say is that that's what your kids are going to do in the future. They aren't going to know how to communicate or, talk to people because you don't. Kids are basically mirrors. You can't sit there and remove the blame from yourself when, they are literally a mirror. They do everything. They're heavily influenced by you. And if not that, then they learn patterns based off of what you do. So if you don't discipline them and they get away with everything, then you're going to realize that very soon that you don't do shit.
We're the Frobrick family.
And you guys are terrible parents, and on top of that, your last name fucking sucks.
Help me! I said okay!
There's no respect in this house.
Where exactly do you expect them to learn that type of shit from? Blue's Clues? They can hear about it, but they have to see it around them. It's like if you're trying to lose weight, and you just hear about people losing weight, but it's not gonna make you want to lose weight. You need to actually, see the effects of it. And, also, they talk about how, later on in the episode, the dad brings up how he's been toning it down. Which just kind of makes you wonder, if this is the type of shit that happens on camera, what the hell goes off on camera? If grabbing your kids by the ears, you toning it down, I don't want to see what the worst of it is.
Our kids fight constantly. No hit. Hitting is a pretty big problem.
This part just kind of makes me mad because, yeah, it's no duh. Don't act oblivious as to why they do that. I'm hoping that Supernanny sees through this bullshit because they're not fooling me.
You're stupid, Mommy!
Discipline is something we definitely need to work on.
Say communication is something you need to work on, and actually talking to your kids. You just spanked this kid for calling you stupid. I can't really wait to see what you do to your daughter, or, I don't know, to your husband for fucking yanking your daughter's ear almost clean off. I usually don't agree with parents being called names and shit by their children, but the kid ain't wrong here.
What's this father doing?
I really don't want him to spank my kids, but he does.
I guess I don't give too much benefit of a doubt.
Let's not aim it all at the dad like you didn't just full force spank little Timmy earlier for calling you stupid. Neither of you know how to discipline or talk to your children. Y'all don't understand that you are the problem. You have to change. If you want your kids to start acting good, you need to start acting good. They are basically a fucking walking mirror. You can't have anger issues and then get mad when your kid has anger issues. They get that shit from you, either genetically or from seeing the way you handle situations.
Oh, I'm not having that. I'm going to have to go in and talk to this father, I tell you that much.
I love how about 80% of the time, whenever the parents call Supernanny, oh, hope our children are bastards, they're out of control, they're fucking animals. No, she doesn't need to fix them. It's you. You are the guys that are the problem. You need to be fixed. Fuck.
Hello, Supernanny. We're so glad you're here.
I hate how happy she looks to see Supernanny. Again, she's acting like her knight in shining armor just came. Lady, you don't know the half of it. This woman, Joe Frost, is about to tear into you two. You do not want to hear what she's about to say to you guys.
I want you to do what you would normally do so that I'm able to observe. Given what I'd just seen in the taxi, I was expecting chaos. But as the family sat down for lunch, I saw a different picture.
Sorry to tell you this, Joe Frost, but that's just not going to happen. It's like when someone would come over to your house and then, if I don't know if you guys had the same shit as me, probably not. You guys don't have childhood trauma, but if you do, it's kind of like if your parents are mean as fuck, but then someone else comes over, they're just not gonna show their true colors like that. They're not gonna do that. Like, they're not going to show their true colors like that. That's just not gonna happen. They're not gonna show you how bad they are.
Can I try some of that, please?
Thank you for eating your carrots and not giving me a hard time.
It is so painfully fake. It feels so, like, scripted. Like, not the show, but it feels like the family sat here and was rehearsing this shit for a day or two. And honestly, when you really think about it, like, that video isn't even that accurate either. Because like I said, if that's them toning it down on camera, what happens when the cameras aren't rolling? I mean, why do you think these kids are fucking pile driving each other and doing the people's elbow on each other?
I didn't know really what was going on here. Everyone was acting so polite.
Hear me out, Joe Frost. This might sound like a stretch, but maybe they're acting.
Perfect family. I think I'll just go, shall I?
Please don't.
It was very obvious that everyone was on their best behaviour because of me.
Yeah, no duh. But I honestly kind of wonder, what the fuck was the family trying to achieve by just flat out lying? It's like if you go to therapy and you don't tell your therapist what the problems are. You just kind of go there and talk about the stuff you like. Like, you talk about the new video games and shit that you like, or you put on an act. Like, you're not going to really achieve much by not doing self-reflection or, like, not trying to see what you can do differently. That's not how this shit works. You can't just lie. And then again, it just kind of makes me mad because it looks like they're trying to paint the kids out like crazy little bastards they found on the side of the street. Like, you didn't find these kids in a box. You gave birth to them. They're like, they have anger issues and they flip the fuck out because you do.
I'm disciplining you.
She doesn't really discipline, and my dad will discipline us very badly.
That has to be the most depressing and most alarming shit that have ever been said from this kid. The parents were really trying to cover this shit up too, like I said, and make it seem like the kids are just some chaotic little bastards, which, yeah, they might have some flaws, but like, again, what the fuck?
Thank us. Drag us by, and he'll follow us up the stairs with a spoon, and when we get up there, smack us. And he'll like pull our ear and give us hot sauce.
I feel like if you're dragging and beating kids, then I don't really understand you. I feel like I saw these kids like fucking performing SmackDown moves on each other, just full on WWE moves on each other, and I already know where they get that shit from, bro. Kids don't get that shit out of nowhere. Kids don't learn that out of nowhere. They start to get that shit from you, or either that, or you need to teach them not to do that shit.
I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit worrying to hear kids talk about their dad's harsh discipline in such a casual way, but I wonder if he's gonna act like that in front of me.
I really doubt that he's going to do that. He's not going to do that. The fact that they said, like, super calmly too, they're used to that shit now. And on top of that, earlier when they were faking it, again, it's just, they're not gonna show what they do in front of you. That's not gonna happen. Dickhead parents like this love to people please too. They love to act completely differently whenever people are around. And listen, just because something happens a lot doesn't mean it's okay. I guarantee that if this video blows up, I'm probably gonna get a shit ton of comments with people being like, "Oh yeah, when I was a kid, my mom fucking slammed my head into the railing of the stairs like it was the turnbuckle in WWE. Oh yeah, when I was a kid, my dad fucking pile drove me into the floor just because I didn't take the garbage out. So honestly, and I grew up fine." Like, no, you're probably the same person that slaps your kid for getting a B on their test. Like, you're not fine. You have crazy anger issues.
Telling me that dad was acting different than what he'd normally do.
A couple minutes and then we'll try this again, okay? I probably held back a little bit where I normally wouldn't have.
It just kind of rubs me the wrong way. It just kind of, like, rubs me the wrong way to make me wonder, what does he mean by it, like that? I mean, what does he mean by that? What would you have done if Supernanny wasn't there? I think this guy's kind of a dickhead.
There, he probably would have gotten hot sauce.
10 out of 10 parenting. Let me burn the shit out of my kid. That'll teach him something. That's kind of fucking cruel, to be honest. It's kind of fucked up. You don't even really explain anything. Like, you just kind of burn the shit out of his mouth. Like, usually parents would do that with the soap in the mouth or the... Oh god, excuse me. Usually parents will do that shit, or either they'll put soap in their mouths or something like that. But, I mean, your kids are only really going to fear that type of shit for so long. Eventually, your kids are just going to start drinking the fucking hot sauce bottle and just being like, you know, it doesn't really hurt that bad. Should use a bit more flavor.
She has major control issues. If she doesn't orchestrate everything herself, she can get snippy.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, that's the grandma of the family. Yeah, I was right. These parents are fucking lying, and they're also massive control freaks, too. Like, I had a suspicion about that earlier, but I didn't say it out loud, but that just kind of confirms it.
Go get your homework. Don't make faces at me. Just go get it.
He literally didn't fucking do anything. Why are you getting mad? Why are you starting the conversation off aggressive and shit? You're setting this tone for yourself.
Said you need to study your social studies every night. And I know we've talked about this because I've told you that you need to bring your hello? Look at me. I'm talking to you.
You're yelling almost point blank at his face. I wouldn't want to fucking look at you either. Come on. I can't stare at someone when they're fucking yelling at me. That's just like, no one can do that. No one wants to do that. That's not something with disrespectful either. It's just, especially as a kid, if you're getting shouted at for fucking nothing, I mean, I don't think you'd want to look at the person who's yelling at you.
Stop crying. Stop crying. You don't need to cry. You just need to take a little responsibility. Listen to me. I'm not yelling at you.
Yeah, you're right. You aren't yelling at him. You're just talking really loud. And it just happens to be at his face, too.
I don't like it when people raise their voices.
And that made you upset because Mum started getting cross.
Why the fuck was she even mad? Why did any of that happen? Did that all happen just because it was time to do a little bit of social studies? Are you kidding me? I can't really imagine what would have happened if he had gotten a question wrong, or if he said something, if he actually did something wrong. Like, he didn't even say anything to her, and she started fucking yelling. This kid's like 8 or 9 years old, and he started crying, which she got surprised that he started crying when she was yelling at him, which, hey, surprise, surprise, that's what kids do when you yell at them for no reason. They'll get overwhelmed. It sounds like you need to take the fucking parenting classes. It's not overwhelming. He wasn't disrespectful. He didn't do anything.
Both need to step up and take control and have that authority when necessary through an action of consequences that allow them to think about their behaviour, not corporal punishment.
Yeah, I completely agree too. And don't take this video as me saying that kids shouldn't be disciplined or reprimanded whenever they do something wrong. That is completely the opposite, because I hate both sides of this whole thing. I hate when parents don't discipline their kids, but I hate when parents just like yell and screech at their kids and beat the living shit out of them without telling them what they did wrong. Like, bro, you have to actually teach them the way. You need to teach them what to do wrong, what they did wrong. They are literally your kids. If you just hit them every time they do something that you don't like in front of them, sure, they're going to stop doing it, but they won't know what they did wrong. They're just going to know not to do it in front of you.
It's the message that you're trying to convey to the children. I'm just going to grab them by their ear, and you know what? I'm going to hurt them and pinch them and lead them up the stairs by their ear roll so that it hurts.
What you guys, but I volunteered to grab this motherfucker by his ear and yank him up the stairs too. Make sure he's tripping and falling up there too. I don't know about you, but I've never had my ear get yanked. No, I had other shit happen to me. But like, if you have a grown man pulling your ear, pulling your hair, pulling any part of you, and you're like 9 or 10 years old, that shit's going to hurt. Like, I really want to just like do what these abusive parents do. I want to do what they do to their kids to them. Pull the hole. If you don't like it when you do, if you don't like it when I do it to you, why would you do it to your kids? We really need stuff like that to happen, because like, this guy's never thought about the fact that there's other way to discipline your kids. Is this all you can think of? Just yanking your kids' ears off? They need to stop giving fucking idiots a chance to have kids, man. This is why condoms and birth control are important.
And you know what? When they say something that I don't appreciate, I'll just go and put hot sauce on their mouth so that it burns their tongue. When I get really, really angry, I'll just give them a smack.
If you get that fucking angry, then I don't know what to tell you. Get a punching bag, take up the gym, take up working out or some shit. Your kids are not the punching bag. They're not supposed to be your makeshift punching bag or some shit. And the fact that the parents are kind of sitting there being like, I never thought about not beating my kids. She's not teaching you some fucking calculus. It's just really common. Just stop beating your kids.
How do you justify doing what you do?
It's the only thing that seems to work for me.
I'm not gonna lie, I actually fucking hate this guy. Oh, it's the only thing that worked for me. Have you tried anything else, or have you just started beating the piss out of your kids? Why do you think that that's the only thing that works? Why did you say that as like a genuine response too? Like, you thought that that was actually a good defense. That's not how it works. Fuck you. When all else fails, beat your kids, I guess. When all else fails, put hot sauce in their mouths, I guess. Why did you guys have kids? 5 of them. Why did y'all have 5 of them, let alone?
What do we do when Emmett turns around and says, ha, you put a dab and it doesn't hurt, doesn't burn anymore? What are you going to do? Put the whole pot in his mouth?
Honestly, I feel like since these parents are so fucking out of control, I feel like they do just start giving them like 2 hot chili peppers. Give them like 2 jalapenos. That'll teach them.
What are you going to do when Emma Jo laughs at you because you spanked her and then she looks at you and says, doesn't hurt? Smack her harder?
I don't know. I feel like these parents would start actually punching their kids. Like, just full-on boxing them. They'd try to have some Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali bullshit. Because I don't think they can really hold back whatsoever. And eventually those kids are going to fucking outgrow that, and they're not that fear, it's gonna turn from fear to hatred. And if you hit them on the wrong day, that shit's gonna turn into Fight Night Champion. I don't know what to tell you.
What you going to do when your children become old enough to smack you back?
I don't know about you, but I kind of hope that they get the shit beaten out of them, and they realize that they can't beat their kids anymore. And they also realize that maybe they should have done something like actually trying to talk to your kids. You need to fucking talk to your kids, bro. Because eventually they're not gonna fear you anymore, and they're just gonna beat the living piss out of you. Alright? They're gonna outgrow fearing you. And if you don't learn how to talk to them, and the only thing that goes on in your house is just like hitting each other, then eventually, it's just gotta be the only thing that happens too. It's like the saying, shooting first, asking questions later. Like, if you just keep shooting at each other or doing the most whenever anything happens, then that's the only thing that's gonna keep happening. The most is the only result you're gonna get.
Nobody's thinking about that.
I am now.
What do you want, Eric?
Peace. Patience.
Maybe you should start fucking talking to your kids instead of beating them. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I don't have kids if you want peace and patience, alright? They're not gonna learn that shit from playing some Mario Kart, alright? That's not how it works. You need to teach them what they do. Otherwise, that can just fuck them up for life. It can't be hard to understand that when what you do to your kids, they're gonna start doing to other people. They're gonna start hitting other kids, siblings, people at school, whatever the fuck. They are literally a mirror.
Do you think will allow you to have more patience?
If there's an effective means of discipline that I don't have to go to the extreme, I certainly don't want to have to hit them.
I don't know what to say. Fuck you, dude. You shouldn't be hitting them in the first place. You should have, actually started, you should have talked to them first or some shit. I mean, how do you look down at, a 9-year-old or a fucking 7-year-old and then just start swinging at them? I don't even know what to tell you, man. They were, 4 feet tall, and none of them are anywhere close to your size. You guys are just, massive control freaks, and honestly, they're mad that they're not in control, even though they kind of are in control of these people. They only hit each other because you guys hit them. You guys have some deep issues, and you guys should have just, gotten some therapy before having kids. Jesus. You can't act as if hitting your kids is the one thing that works when you haven't fucking tried anything else either. I hate that they said that shit with a straight face, they thought that was a good defense. No, it's not. That's fucking stupid. But that's all I really have to say. My voice is basically gone, if you can't tell. And I can't watch the whole episode because I'm pretty sure my channel would get struck down by the fucking copyright gods. But, yeah, I mean, that's the first time I'm looking at something else other than Room Raiders or Wife Swap. I'm probably going to make another Wife Swap video at some point. But it won't come out anytime soon, I'm not going to lie, because I want to actually look at other things. If you like this video, though, I don't know, suggest any other Supernanny episodes. And, yeah, that's about it. See ya.